I found another guy's shirt in my girlfriend's day basket. I still don't believe her, but she won't admit guilt. I don't know what to do. Been with GF for 3+ years. We don't live together, but I usually sleep over a few times a week. Was looking for a t-shirt to put over my face to sleep. It's what it is. And was looking through her drawer. She said, I think there's a gray t-shirt of yours in the basket. Went over and said that it wasn't mine. She looks ghost-faced and questioned me a bit. I then go back to dress her. Her face is away from me, but I can see her profile and her eyes are aggressively darting back and forth. I get in bed and we talk about it a bit. She concocts some weird story that her sister's BF must have left it when they came to pick up their dog after pet sitting. Logistically makes zero sense. I wasn't saying much, just sort of letting it simmer with quizzical looks. She then starts going on offense with me being quiet and says, "Do you really not trust me after 4 years of dating? Do you really think I'm just bringing guys back here all the time?" I then see a sign of duper's delight. I say, "I don't know, but it's very weird. What would you think if you found girls' underwear or a t-shirt at my place?" She then deflects, and I just give up and tell her to go to sleep. We've had issues in past. Has a problem of lustfully looking at other guys, including people I know. It's a real problem and not my imagination. It's been a conflict when it has happened. Also, she can't own up to things, which makes conflict resolution almost impossible. But other than that and normal bickering, it's all good. She has been a bit MIA at night. We usually text every couple hours to catch up during the week. Lately, her text responses don't come till around bedtime, where she says she fell asleep on couch again. She has a stressful job, and it's not out of the ordinary for her to do that, but frequency has noticeably increased. As mentioned, she is not the person to admit fault at all. So it's a lose-lose when you're simply stating something that happens in my perceived reality, that is finding another guy's shirt. It happened last Friday, and based on family in town and a work trip, I was able to bring it up to her tonight. Tears and tears from her constantly. Saw some duper's delight. She also laughed a few times, all between the tears. It's not even like she appears sad, just tears running down the face all the time. Caught her in some illogical missteps as well. I basically have to resort to interrogation tactics because I think I have proof. Her eye fecking other guys finding a guy's shirt. But it is never is enough evidence to have the story be in my favor. She always has the protection that I don't trust her, and that I'm acting cruel, and that she has done nothing wrong. Basically, I'll have to catch her in the act to really have a leg up. So, her story she is resting on is that she asked her sister and other friend if the shirt was their significant other's. They said no. Asking both is a little strange since her friend's BF hasn't been there in like a year, and why would he declothe? Makes no sense. She then said she put the shirt in the laundry room because it must have been someone else's. She lives in a small apartment building, but the misplaced laundry scenario makes little sense when the shirt is in the day basket, clothes that are from that day, sleepwear, etc. She occasionally does laundry for things I left and always folds them and puts them somewhere else, not in the day basket with pajamas. I questioned her story. She said she wouldn't have told me about the shirt if she knew it wasn't mine. She's not that dumb. But you wouldn't really realize whose shirt it is if, say, a guy comes over with a hoodie and t-shirt on, leaves that night or next morning with just the hoodie. Pretty typical. She might have not even known he left it, but then saw it a week later and didn't know whose it was given. There's 2 or more guys coming over. Her reaction when I said shirt wasn't mine was emo, scrambling and defensive. That's not typical when something random shows up into your basket. When I told her that's the reaction I saw from her tonight, she said, "I saw you were angry, so I was looking for an explanation." Okay, whereas a normal person would just be like, "Wow, that's weird. I have no idea what that is." Lastly, she kept using the one. "I don't have the time or energy to see other guys." Told her it's not really that difficult. 2, "I text you all the time." 24/7 inches. I called her out that she's been distant lately with texts. 3, "If I wanted to cheat on you or see other people, I would just break up with you." 4, "You don't trust me. This happens all the time with you accusing me of things. So, it seems like a lose-lose. If I walk away, I could be throwing away an apparently good thing, and I never truly would know if she was or wasn't cheating. If I stay, I'm just letting her have her cake and eat it too, and I have to live with her getting away with it. Any advice, or does anything sound familiar from a potentially pathological liar, cheater from your own experience? Added note, she's a perpetually bored individual and internally invalidated for her looks and status. It's in her code to find something exciting or be validated. She also told me she had a lot of one-night stands in her past. It came up during a non-negative conversation once. What I'm saying is, along with the lustful eyes, it's not like I'm coming out of nowhere with my suspicion. The woman seems to have a ton of layers and largely secretive past, filled with regrets and self-perceived failures, despite her current financial success.